Donnie and Dolly. The team is supported by ableauctions.ca. Closing your business? We can help.
It is Wednesday, and all of our guests today, including Kyle Burroughs of the San Jose Sharks, standing by. Brought to you by our title sponsor, Jeremy Dodd & Co., Able Auctions, ableauctions.ca. I'm hearing about it from people who don't give out candy at Halloween.
Why?
Ben in Prince George, Delaney's okay, Terry Langley inbox. Donnie, we leave the house every year for Halloween as it's my dad's birthday. Oh. So we shut the windows and all the lights off. Other people pointing out that, you know what, the economy is so bad right now.
Yeah,
people are out of work. They can't afford to give out candy. But this has been going on for a long time.
Yeah.
I get it. Some people don't want to take part, right?
Yep.
You don't want people coming up to your house, maybe checking out your house or doing whatever, you know, or they just don't want to take part in the tradition. I guess.
And the weather plays a role too. It's cold.
But, you know, when you're sitting there, and we had full-size chocolate bars to give away.
Oh, Henry's, like, they're big. You're talking about Mr. Big.
Mr. Big bar is big.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we had Crunchy and Hershey's almonds and all that to give
little
away.
Smarties boxes.
And they're just sitting there now. I'm going to have to bring them in here for Derek.
Niblets, all that good stuff.
Niblets?
The licorice, the little, they're
Nibs.
called niblets, nibs or whatever they're called.
If you're giving out cans of Green Giant Niblets, no wonder nobody's coming to your house.
Little box.
Okay. Full disclosure, we taped this interview before the show. But the Canucks host the Sharks tomorrow, one-game road trip. Then they're back home to take on Dallas on Saturday. Kyle, of course, leaving the Canucks in the offseason, signs a deal as a free agent with the San Jose Sharks. 3-year deal. $1.1 million. Okay, and look, Ryan, how long ago was it we had Kyle on the show? What, right at the start of our show, I believe. So, 2-3 years ago? Not that long ago. Yeah. And he just played after toiling in the minors for a long time in the Islanders organization. He just played his first NHL game with Colorado. Comes to the Canucks organization, impresses a lot of people, but free agent, gets a chance to sign for 3 years somewhere else for over $3 million. Away he goes. And I know San Jose is not having a great season.
No,
0-8-1 to start. 9 straight losses to start the season. But he's got himself a full-time job there. And he's getting 20 minutes a game.
He's on their power play.
He's on their power play.
Penalty killing. He leads the team in hits.
Canucks, didn't want him. San Jose did, given his history, even though it's his hometown, Vancouver. Off he goes to San Jose. We started the conversation off by asking the obvious question. First year with the Sharks. Kyle, how's life in San Jose?
Yeah, it's been, obviously an adjustment. And, I've enjoyed my time down here. And, obviously the opportunity that I've been given and the increased ice time and, the different situations we played in, it's been great. And, we're working our way down here and, we're striving to be better every day. And, we're hoping to bring it to the Canucks tomorrow night.
Sharks have yet to win in 9 games. The schedule has been tough. Can you envision things turning around down there?
Yeah, I think so. I think for us, obviously we don't want to make excuses with schedule or anything like that. But, for us, it's all about kind of our everyday kind of preparation. And there's times where, we're just having lapses that I think, you look at, when we get scored on, I feel like a couple of times this year we were getting scored on, a minute, another shift later. So, those are things that we're trying to hatch down and, taking strides to get better every day is something that we look at down here. And, that's what we're looking to do right now. And it's our focus moving forward.
Was it tough to leave Vancouver? You got a good offer from San Jose, but was it tough to leave Vancouver, your hometown team?
Yeah, I think so. I think any time that, obviously, like you said, it's my hometown team. I grew up in the area. It meant a lot to play for that team. But, shifting our focus now to San Jose with the opportunity they gave me and, what they entrusted me to be down here for the next 3 years, it's something that is exciting for me.
Kyle, you said one of the reasons you picked San Jose is you wanted to go to a place where you're going to play a lot, and guess what? You're playing a ton there. With special teams, 20 minutes a game. You're leading the team in hits. How great has that been to get a lot of ice?
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, anytime us as hockey players, that's what we want to do. We want to play, and the opportunity, like I said, it's been great down here. And for me, it's been a lot of fun. Getting to play these situations and getting that increased ice time, and obviously, it's a lot of fun for me and what I hoped for when I came down here.
Kyle, I don't think people realize when hockey players are UFAs who they call for references. But you called on a Surrey native, Brendan Dillon, who played in San Jose, and you called him up and said, hey, how is it playing in San Jose? There's a lot of factors that go into signing with the team, and Brendan helped you out, did he not?
Yeah, no, I think that's one thing that you got to feel comfortable with decisions, when you are a UFA. And, like I said, you are committing a lot of your time and, moving your family down here. And, Dills has been a guy who I've leaned on in the past, not just hockey decision, life decisions. He's somebody that's kind of helped me along. And, when obviously that came up, he was a big voice of reason and gave nothing but glowing reviews. And, he told me that everything's going to be great and you're going to love living down there. And everything that he said came true. And, I'm happy I have a friend like Brendan and, anybody else that kind of in the hockey world understands how important those decisions are. And it was obviously now it's been great.
Kyle, you go from your hometown team, a hot Canadian market. You know Canucks Twitter better than anyone else. You go now to a place in San Jose where there's nowhere near the media attention. How's that been?
Yeah, it's been different. I think you walk in the room and you have your local guys down here and stuff like that, but it's not as much as a commodity. Even for me when I was growing up, I was, the province newspaper with the headlines of the Canucks and all that stuff was big, and it's only grown since then. And it's totally different being down here, but it's a little bit easier to be anonymous, and we can go about our business and play the way that we can. And it is, like you said, it is a big change though.
They're worried about the 49ers down there, Kyle. Hey, what's your take on Rick Tocchet and the short time that you spent with him on the Canucks? He's got them going pretty good right now.
Yeah, I mean, with Toc, he was a great coach. You love to see the fire that he has for the game, and the way that he approaches it every day it's great, and it's great for that team. And for me, I really enjoyed the way that he coached and that whole coaching staff. I think you look from not just Toc, they have Footer and Gaunch and Yowzy and all those guys. They got Hank and Danny there around the room, and I think it's just everything that they got kind of in front of them there, and the style that they kind of approach the game, especially for me when I was there, it only helped me. And you're obviously going pretty well right now, and obviously they hopefully maybe can take a little bit of day off tomorrow, but we'll see them tomorrow. But I have nothing but great memories with those guys, and obviously they're doing great.
Is it going to be strange playing against them tomorrow?
I don't know. I think for me, it's pretty easy to get into game mode. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be weird in the sense maybe before and after, but I'm used to competing against those guys in practice, and I'm a type of person where it's the game first, and then afterwards we can all be friends and stuff like that. But during the game, it's a battle, it's a grind. We're going to be in the trenches, and I'm expecting nothing less from those guys.
Talking with Kyle Burroughs. Kyle, switching gears here, has the topic of Adam Johnson and the tragedy that took place in England, has that come up in the dressing room at all with your team?
I think just reflecting on all that in the morning, I think how sad it was, and obviously it's tragic. It's I have friends that play in that league, and it's just an eerie kind of feeling. I think as players, I think any chance that there is a tragedy like that and it's hit so close to home, it's something that you can't really put into words. It's a tough thing to even talk about, to be honest with you. But we're wishing the best for his family and his friends, and for moving forward, I think it's a tough thing to do, but you got to kind of push through and be precautionary in all the senses that you can. And but yeah, us as a team, I think we talked about it, and it was just a very eerie feeling that morning, and still, to be honest.
Would you be okay with neck guards being mandatory in the National Hockey League?
I think as long as it's not, something that isn't restricting. I think that's the hardest thing. I think with guys, and some players are pretty set in stone about how they want to do things. I think, if we are as players not open to better safety precautions and stuff like that, I think that'd be a little foolish of us, I think. But, we do have the cut resistance wrist guards and socks now that you have options too. And I can see, moving forward that, neck guards or, something cut proof around the neck might be something that they're going to look at. And like I said, I think if you're not open-minded to it, I think, you're a little silly at this point, especially with obviously what's happened. But I think we'll see what happens moving forward.
Good to see you getting all that ice time down there, Kyle. It seems like yesterday we just had you on playing your first NHL game for Colorado, and now there you are in San Jose with a 3-year deal. And congratulations on that, and thanks so much for joining us today.
Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. Good to see you guys.